Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. Monday morning in 8th Judicial District Court, Dathan Artemis Durant, age 58, was sentenced to 10 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for possession of child pornography, a felony too. Durant was charged in June 2014. He, along with another Cumbie man, was arrested in a child pornography sting operation. The two cases are not related. Durant's case was developed through the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. Monday morning, Assistant District Attorney Clay Harrison called Hopkins County investigator Corley Weatherford as his only witness. Weatherford is skilled in forensic investigation and currently works with the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. Investigator Weatherford, who recently attended the U.S. Secret Service Computer Forensics School, has been working with state and federal prosecutors on a number of child exploitation cases. Defense attorney Martin Brady did not call any witnesses. Durant pled guilty to the charge and went before the judge for sentencing. The range of punishment was 2 to 10 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. Judge Northcutt denied the defendant's request for probation and sentenced him to the maximum 10 years in prison and gave him no fine. He'll be eligible for parole in 2.5 years. District Attorney Will Ramsey stated people of Hopkins County should feel proud that they have a sheriff's office committed to seeking justice for those who prey on children. Investigator Corley Weatherford is one of the best in Northeast Texas at pursuing these cases, according to Ramsey. Assistant District Attorney Clay Harrison meticulously prepares for trial and is an outstanding advocate in the courtroom, Ramsey said. He stated that the ceaseless effort protects our community and ensures that Hopkins County remains a wonderful place to raise a family. In June of 2014, Hopkins County investigator Weatherford received an online tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. The tip revealed that a group of child pornography photos and videos, named the Vicky series by federal law enforcement, had been downloaded to the defendant's home computer. After obtaining a search warrant, Hopkins County investigators searched Durant's home and seized 2 computers. Forensics experts were able to retrieve thousands of images of child erotica from the defendant's hardware, as well as illicit search terms he had used looking for images and internet history showing underage websites. At a local truck stop, a female sitting in a pickup truck, moving her jaw uncontrollably with sores on her face, attracted the attention to a possible need. Law enforcement responded, noting a green pouch of what appeared to be a syringe in the driver's seat. The officer sought consent to search the vehicle. The woman told the officer that she used the syringe to shoot up methamphetamine. In his search, he found 2 syringes in the green pouch, along with a clear baggie of crystal-like substance believed to be methamphetamine. Alicia Ann Blunt, age 32, of Wolf City, is in Hopkins County Jail, charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. She's being held on a $10,000 bond. Silver Springs Senior Citizen Center, along with Silver Springs Corvette Club, will conduct a blanket drive Tuesday, December 6th, and Wednesday, December 7th, from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. at Celebration Plaza. Everyone is invited to drop off 1 or more blankets to help keep a senior citizen in Hopkins County warm. KSST will be doing a live remote on the square on Wednesday, and we'll be doing brief updates on Tuesday evening. For more information regarding the blanket drive, contact Senior Citizen Center Director Karen Weatherman at 903-885-1661. Here's Don Julian with sports.
Wildcats basketball team won 3 of 4 games in a Royce City tournament this past weekend. They took 3rd place with a Saturday afternoon win over Royce City by the score of 61-43. The Wildcats are now 7-1 for the season, and I talked with Wildcats basketball coach Clark Cipolletta.
Oh, absolutely. I thought we did a very good job of growing as a team and just kind of facing a little bit of adversity and being able to battle and come back, with some success from it. I've been going to that tournament for 5 years, and I think we've won 1 game in 5 years out there. So it's always a hard tournament. There's a lot of good teams. And this year, coming away 3-1's just kind of a progression of where this program's headed in the future and how much hard work these guys have put in. So I was very pleased with how we did.
played a very, very talented Dallas Skyline team that gave us our one defeat, and but I thought we played them better than anybody else in the tournament that I could see anyway.
Oh, absolutely. Our kids were a little nervous playing that one kid that's going to Kansas. That's just some growing pains when you're young, and we turned over the ball a little too much. And I think it would have been a really close game if we would have taken care of the ball and just did a few of the little things. But yes, we played them really hard. Our defense was really good. We ended up forcing them to about 16 turnovers, which they're really disciplined, and they don't usually turn over the ball. So that's just a shout out to our defense and how much pressure and how hard the kids played. So I was pleased with the performance.
Impressive in pool play too, to get by a couple of really strong teams. Anna, a good 4A team, and Lufkin is the real deal in 6A.
Oh, absolutely. Those are two very good teams, two teams that will make runs in the playoffs. And I thought we did a really good job of not playing their style of basketball, playing ours, and the tempo we wanted to do. So I was very pleased with those two performances.
Everything in that tournament will help you later on. The caliber of those teams match up, I'm sure, with district opponents.
Oh, absolutely. You could compare them to several different district opponents, and in just almost every team we've played so far, you kind of get a district vibe, and hopefully that will, give us an advantage, and hopefully we won't see teams like Skyline until deep in the playoffs. So, definitely good for us.
Yeah. Next for you now, you have a game tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. We play North Lamar, a very well-coached team by Coach Homer over there. They play really hard. They have a big kid inside, so it'll be a good matchup with Victor. He's a senior, and he's been there a while, and he's hurt us the last couple of years. So hopefully, we can disturb them, pressure them a little bit. They'll be very fundamental. They'll throw 3 or 4 different defenses at us, so it'll be interesting.
All right. After that, you go to a tournament. I believe this will be your second year to go down near your home area down there in Nacogdoches, actually where the tournament is, and should be a good field down there.
Absolutely. Central Heights, they host a very good tournament, some very good basketball teams, and that's where I did my student teaching. And one of my big mentors into my coaching profession is Kevin Herron, who's the head coach down there, and he hosts the tournament. So it's kind of cool to go back and just see a bunch of familiar faces. So it would be a good challenge for us. We kind of get away from our area. We get to stay overnight, be a good team building experience, and then we get to go watch SFA practice some as well. So it's just a really neat vibe for the kids to get to experience that. So we're looking forward to it.
All right, best of luck there, Coach, and good job. Wonderful season so far.
Absolutely. Hopefully we can keep it up.
The Lady Cats basketball team won 3 and lost 2 and took 6th place at the Winsboro Hoop Fest this past weekend. An Edgewood tournament is on the schedule this week. And I talked with Lady Cats basketball coach Jeff Chapman.
We started this year with pool play in the Winsboro tournament, and we were doing pretty good with that. Then we ran up against, and we won those 2 games. We beat 6A Longview. I thought that was good. The kids played well. And then we went on that same day on Thursday and played White House. And White House is struggling a little bit right now. But everybody was cruising on them. And then Friday we played Lindale and for the first round of the tournament. And I was hoping to get somebody, that we would spread out a little bit. But anyway, Lindale is much improved. We played them last year and beat them in the playoffs first round. They have a new girl in from Brownsboro. She's making a big difference. They beat us, and then we went on to play, I believe that same Friday, Winsboro. Beat them by like 14, 15, 16, something like that. And that was kind of get back for when they beat us the first game of the year, 4 days out the gate from volleyball. And that was a good win, I believe. Anytime you can get them, their three-point shot wasn't falling like it was here. And we were aware what they were going to do and things like that. And then Saturday, we played Longview again, 6A Longview, for the, Constellation Championship, and we lost that game. We played or led or was really close up until started the fourth quarter. Right in the fourth quarter, they started to impose their will on us, and we started turning the ball over, and the shots weren't falling like they were, and that's kind of like the fourth quarter of a regular game. But by the fifth game, I'm sure Longview's tied as well because they play the same amount of games. So I'm not trying to say that we were at a disadvantage, and it's not. We just, we weren't hitting. We were rushing some shots trying to get back in the game, so that wound up not being a really good game. But the whole tournament was good competition, and it showed us some things that we need to work on. Usually, you're playing one game during the season, and you go either Tuesday, then you practice Wednesday, Thursday, and play again Friday. And if you play on Friday, you got 2 days to get ready. But trying to get ready for so many opponents, those are good things. So all in all, the tournament was good for us.
Both the games that were losses, the shooting was very similar at 29%. Overall shooting and for three-point range was 20%. So the figures were almost exactly against Lindale and also against Longview. Just the shots wouldn't fall, whether it be illness, being tired, whatever.
Yeah, Tori Moore, she got a little bit under the weather to start on Thursday. We weren't sure if we were going to have her, and then she started to feel better. And some of the girls got sniffly nose, like I'm sure the other team does too. It's just rough to play 5 games in 3 days. I watched those other teams that I thought would win or beat other teams, and fatigue. When fatigue starts to set in, no matter who it is, you're going to struggle. And it depends on how you getting your points. And it's fool's gold. We tend to think when we get down, we need number threes. That's our society's now in basketball-wise. That's what everybody thinks, and it's tough to get them to understand that you're gonna live by that three or die by it. And 20%, you're dying by it. And we think that we got to shoot threes to get back in the game. Actually, you need some twos and get to the free throw line, get the clock stopped, things like that by shooting free throws. Then get your press on or change your defense, and then go. But when you come down and rush and take the first shot, you just bury yourself even deeper. But that's a lesson we have to learn. And if we don't get to learn that, then the season won't be kind to us. I guess you could say the best thing is don't get down, but you can't. It's not the game. The game is ups and downs and who can persist the longest. But I saw some good things. I saw a lot of good things that we did, but we're still not at a place where we're going to be consistent. Some games we do what we practice, and other games, we don't. And I watched us defensively try to take away the high post at different times. Our guards, we're not initially there yet in doing that. We're still trying to play on memory, and it's not habits just yet. And we get to work on them 3 more days again, and then go to the tournament and play again. And I still take more practice than I will games, but that's not the case right now.
Yeah, it is an Edgewood tournament, and we seem to do well in that one, but we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, I looked at the schedule today, the bracket, and it's some good teams in there. Some teams I don't know anything about. Some of the teams I don't know much about. And last year we got close. We got second. That doesn't mean anything. You got to. It's a new year, new team. People have additions to their teams. Kids get better. Pine Tree was there from our district. Longview. I'm sorry. I'm going back to Winsboro.
Yeah.
Pine Tree was there. T-High. And Longview, but we don't play Longview. Yeah. But Pine Tree has improved. Pine Tree beat Winsboro as well. Wow. And T-High, we got to look at those guys. But back to the Edgewood tournament, we're going to play 10:40 on Thursday, but I can't remember who the opponent is. But this should be a good one. And the more the kids play, though, me being the coach in me, you want practice, but the kids want games, and you get things from game situations as well, because the things you can't get in practice, you have in a game, and in games, you see what you need to work on in practice. So it kind of goes back and forth.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.